Yeah, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Darren, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. This channel, we talk about fragrances and fashion. So if you love looking good and smelling great, I'm sure you will enjoy the content on my channel. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. It's free if you haven't heard. And take a quick second to hit the bell icon as well. That way you get notified every time I upload new content on the channel. All right, guys, on today's video, we're going to be talking about 10 fragrances I have in my collection that will help you to smell better than the rest. You're going to be able to smell better than average with these 10 fragrance recommendations in my collection. Now, I will tell you now, guys, these are not inexpensive fragrances for the most part. Most of these are, I think all of these pretty much are probably niche fragrances. But listen, here's the thing. Even if you don't want to invest, or you were one of those people that feel like spending a lot of money on fragrances is not your thing, I get it. But that's why I always recommend samples, guys. And I recommend using Scent Split to get samples from. I think most of the fragrances on this list today, you can get a sample from Scent Split. And I'm talking about 5, 10 ml samples. And honestly, a 10 ml sample can last you pretty much probably a whole year if you're a person that has multiple fragrances. So listen, it's not about buying full bottles, having to buy full bottles or spending a lot of money on a bottle. If that's not your thing, that's cool. But these are some great fragrances that are gonna have you smelling great and smelling unique. And again, I just think it's worth talking about these fragrances and at least introducing and opening your mind up to these type scents, if that's cool with you. We're about to get into this list, guys, but again, I got 10 fire fragrances on this list, guys, going to help you smell better than average. So if you wanna know what fragrances made the list today, you know how we get down. Keep it locked right here. All right, guys, we're back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked in. Let's go ahead and jump into this video. I'm telling you, I got some fire on this list, and we're coming out the gate smoking with this fragrance right here from the house of Amazing Francis Kirkton. This is called Oud Satin Mood. So, fellas, listen, if you want to smell better than average, man, get you some of this stuff right here. Get some of this. It's oud, it's rose, it's benzoin, it's vanilla, violet. It is so good. This is some sexy juice. I always say that when I talk about Oud Satin Mood. Oh, I just love it, man. And trust me, nobody's gonna be smelling like you when you wear this right here. So smell better than average. I have nothing against these fragrances, but again, the average person out there walking around is wearing stuff like the Sauvage, you know, Bleu de Chanel, which are all good fragrances. Don't get me wrong, I love my designers as well, but if you want to smell better than average and stand out, these are the type of fragrances you want to put on your skin. So take a look at this one from the house of Amazing Francis Kirkton. This is Oud Satin Mood. Because I'm feeling good today, I got my feng shui going, and I like to have my vibe going when I do my reviews. I have my coffee today. I got my candles going. These things just put me in a better mood to talk about something I love, which is fragrances. But anyway, moving on to the next fragrance on the list today. If you want to get a nice tea fragrance, a nice, well done tea-based fragrance, then I recommend taking a look at this one from the house of Nishane. This is called Wulong Cha. Wulong Cha. It has a nice freshness, woodiness, but that tea in this is so relaxing. Oh my gosh, man, this is so good. This is so good. And spring and summer is the perfect time to wear this scent. Trust me, guys, you put this on, nobody's gonna be smelling like you smell. Again, if you like fragrances that have a nice tea note in them, then get yourself a bottle of Wulong Cha, or again, a sample of Wulong Cha. This is perfect, again, for the springtime, the summertime, when the weather is starting to heat up. This is going to make you feel great, smell good, and put you in a very relaxing mood. So check this one out from the house of Nishane. This is Wulong Cha. All right, guys, if you get this next fragrance, nobody's going to be smelling like you, because no other fragrance smells like this fragrance to me. This fragrance is from the house of Xerjoff, and this one is called 40 Knots. 40 Knots. Look at that beautiful bottle. The bottle is beautiful. The fragrance is beautiful, guys. If you want to go on the olfactory journey, then I want you to take a look at this one right here, 40 knots. This green is woody and aquatic. When you get to the dry down of it, talking a couple of hours in, you're gonna start to pick up even on some slightly resinous qualities. I don't know of another fragrance that does what this fragrance does. So you're definitely gonna smell unique. You're definitely gonna stand out and smell better than the average person, because this is some good juice that I have in my hand. So guys, check this one out. It's gonna take you through 3 stages: the kind of green stage, the aquatic stage, and then you have that woody kind of resinous dry down stage. So this stuff is good. Check it out from the house of Xerjoff. This one is called 40 knots. All right, guys, the next fragrance on the list comes from the house of Acqu Di Gio, and this one is called Vodka on the Rocks. Vodka on the Rocks, another one that's very, very unique to me. This thing is kind of spicy, but by the same time, it's really fresh and clean. The idea behind this fragrance was to capture when you put vodka on ice, on the rocks, that the air that comes, or the smoke that comes off of the ice as the vodka is cooling, was captured in this bottle. It is beautiful, and that was done primarily by the use of aldehydes, which kind of gives this kind of clean vibe. There's a little bit of a salty undertone in this as well. Oh, man, it smells so good. So good, man. So check this one out from the house of Acqu Di Gio. It's Vodka on the Rocks. The next fragrance on the list, guys, I love this one. This is one of my favorites. But again, this is gonna have you smelling different, unique, and standing out from the crowd. From the house of Bond Number 9, this one is called New York Oud from Bond Number 9. New York Oud, guys, you know how much I love this fragrance. As you can see, this is the second fragrance on this list that has the rose oud combination, but it smells so different from Oud Satin Mood. This is a wholly different kind of rose. This is more of a jammy rose, but it smells so good with the oud and the saffron and plum in this fragrance. Gives it a very, very unique kind of fruity twist to go with those other more heavier notes of the oud and the saffron. But man, this stuff is so good, guys. Smell better than average. Smell better than the rest. Put your nose on this from the house of Bond Number 9. Again, I love this fragrance, and this one is called Bond Number 9, New York Oud. All right, guys, the next fragrance on this list comes from the house of Amouage, and this one is called Jubilation 25. Jubilation 25, man, this thing is kind of resinous. It's kind of sweet. It has honey in it, blackberry, slightly balsamic. Masterpiece, spicy. This is a masterpiece of a fragrance, and I can guarantee you that you're going to smell unique. Nobody else is going to smell like you, and you're wearing Jubilation 25. And this list today, again, is about fragrances that are kind of unique, and they're going to have you smelling better than the average person. These are things that the average person that you probably come into contact are not going to be wearing, and this is definitely one of those scents. I love this. I reserve this for special occasions, and I'm telling you, I knock them dead when I wear this stuff right here. It's definitely going to catch people's attention, and it smells great. It's a masterpiece from the house of Amouage. This is Jubilation 25. Oh, guys, I almost forgot to tell you I'm excited about this as well. I got a new suit. I bought this suit from Spear & McKay. I always talk about that company because, like I said, I found that the quality to be great and the pricing is great. I got a new suit from Spear & McKay, and I only paid $199 for this suit. So let me show you really quick. Guys, this is the bag that your suit comes in. I just want to show you this real quick. I'm sorry. Indulge me for a second if you don't mind. But guys, you're doing yourself a disservice if you're going to places like Belk and places like that, and you're spending about $200 for a suit, because it's not going to be this kind of quality. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys about, the quality that you get on these suits. So this is the suit. It's in like a dark charcoal gray. But really quick, something I want to point out. I'm going to get this suit altered and stuff like that, and I'm going to wear it and kind of go through some details. But check out these lapels, guys. You see how wide these lapels are? You're not going to find that kind of detailing on a suit that you get from one of the big box retailers like a Belk or a Dillard's. And again, the quality of this fabric. It's going to contour to your body because it's a higher quality wool material that's used in these suits. These suits are some from the finest Italian mills in the world that they use, and that's the big difference, guys. So you'll see a big difference in quality when you get a suit like this, and you're not having to break the bank for it. So again, I'm gonna get this suit altered and come back and let you guys see what I'm talking about. But I just forgot to tell you guys, I almost forgot to tell you guys about this because I'm excited about this new suit that I bought. And again, I got this one on a clearance sale and Spirit McKay's site for $199. All right, guys, the next fragrance on the list, this comes from YSL's Yves Saint Laurent's private collection. I told you this is one I wanted to get, and it's really good, guys. This is called Tuxedo. Tuxedo, this is black pepper, this is ambergris, this is patchouli, bourbon vanilla. Man, it's just so good, man. Nobody's gonna smell like you when you're wearing this stuff right here. And they're gonna be able to tell that this is a quality scent with some vanilla and some patchouli in it when you put your nose on this one and when you put it on your skin. It just smells so good, man. It smells so good. Guys, check this stuff out again. At least Decants. This comes from the house of Yves Saint Laurent. This one is called Tuxedo. All right, the next fragrance on the list, guys, comes from the house of Frederic Malle, and this one is called French Lover. French Lover. This right here, guys, is masculine, sexy goodness. This stuff is green and woody. That's really the two accords you get from this, green and woody. But guys, it's so, so good. Again, if you smell spice and wood from Creed, then you kind of got an idea of what this one smells like, because those two scents are very, very similar. But man, this stuff is so, so, so good. And again, nobody around you is going to be smelling like this. So smell better than average, smell better than the rest. Give this one right here a try from the house of Frederic Malle. This is called French Lover. All right, fellas, the next fragrance on the list today comes from the house of Atelier des Ors, and this one is called Lune Feline. Lune Feline. Guys, this is a beautiful scent. It's a smoky vanilla scent with, oh man, it's just so good. Again, my son, for some reason, he's 10 years old, likes to put this on, and every time he wears it, I'm like, dude, what do you have on? What is it that you have on? And for some reason, he likes to throw this on. I think he's excited about the golden flakes in the bottle, if you guys can see that. There's golden flakes floating around all in this bottle. And I think that's what excites him about this, but every time he wears it, I'm like, man, what are you wearing? It's so good when it starts to dry down, man. It's like again, I akin it to the smell of a sugar cookies baking in the oven. That's what this kind of smells like to me. So again, very unique scent. Smells really good, especially when it starts to dry down. It's really, really smoky in the opening, but as it starts to dry down, the smoke kind of subsides and you're left with that kind of baked sugar cookie goodness. And I love this stuff from the house of Atelier des Ors. Fellas, check this out. This one is called Lune Feline. Last but not least, guys, the first fragrance, number one fragrance, I didn't really have these in order, but the last fragrance I want to talk about today comes from the house of Creed, and this is Royal Oud. Royal Oud. This is the one fragrance from the house of Creed that is moving up the list of my favorite fragrances from the house because it's just so dark. Sophisticated goodness. It has angelica root, so you get this earthy vibe. You do pick up some oud, but as I always say, I pick up more woodiness, more cedar wood, earthiness, slightly sweet, man. But this stuff is just really good. It's really, really good. And again, I don't have anything else in my collection that smells like Royal Oud. So if you want to smell good, you throw on a suit and tie, man, and you throw this on, game over. Check this one out from the house of Creed. This one is called Royal Oud. All right, guys, that's it. That's my time. I hope you enjoyed this video as I gave you 10 fragrances that will make you smell better than average. As always, I appreciate your time and attention to these videos because, of course, I know you could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're right here with me, and I sincerely appreciate it. As always, don't forget to take a few moments to like, comment, and subscribe, and share these videos out to folks that you think could use this information or find me entertaining, because I'm your guy, Darren, the Bowtie Fragrance Guy. I love to look good, and of course, I love to smell absolutely amazing. So until next time, guys, keep looking good, keep smelling even better. I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace.